Kyle and Dale from Gale Force Winds having a great day here. Day 2 of this wonderful conference, the National Associated Career Colleges and the Career Colleges of Ontario coming together, sharing ideas, all of their members in this room. Really a collaborative feeling happening here, and an ecosystem growing with great suppliers building into the network, all for the benefit of the students that are going to these career colleges. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
Yeah, so my name's Curtis Urlacher. So I'm a part of Trillium College, but we're actually kind of going through a transition. So I'm currently the director of Gates College, and we're now joining into a partnership with Trillium College. So it's kind of an exciting time for me to come to the conference just because we're dead in the middle of the transition.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Tell me about both colleges.
Yeah, so Gates College, so I'm from BC, and so we're owned by the Allison Group of companies, and so we've owned Gates College for 8 years now. And then just kind of through some succession planning and some other things like that, our president's kind of made a decision to make the jump over to Trillium in this partnership.
Okay.
So yeah, Gates College kind of predominantly deals with PSW, and jumping into Trillium, we're kind of going to jump into massage therapy and kind of widen our course offerings.
Right. Where's Gates located?
Cobourg, Peterborough, and Sault Ste. Marie.
Cobourg, okay, wow. And now Trillium, of course, is a larger sort of network. So this is a relatively new amalgamation?
Yeah, like so we're kind of waiting on the ministry for a couple things. Like where our name has kind of switched over a little bit, and we're kind of in a hybrid area. I'll say that coming to the conference, we weren't sure where it was going to be at, whether it was going to be a Trillium name on my chest or Gates.
Okay.
So
really in the middle of
we're very much in the middle of it.
Wow. Talk to me about the conference itself. Are you having good results, sharing ideas at the conference?
Yeah, it's awesome. And it's cool to hear, definitely getting to work with Andrew at Trillium has been great, picking his brain, but then kind of hearing the other people's side of things from the other colleges and just hearing everybody's perspective on the industry, and whether it's international students, all those things. Everybody has different takes on what it is, so it's just been interesting to hear.
Right, yeah. Now, the college system, it really sort of an interesting place, career colleges. They understand the student's journey a little bit better than most. They understand from the front end right through the middle and the back end how important it all is. Talk to me about that holistic approach to learning.
Yeah, so I think I'm relatively new to the space, like I've said, and I studied economics in school, and I think that the main piece that I've learned in the private sector for college industry is that it's really applicable for the students, and that's the thing that I've kind of learned to love it. And it's from start to finish, it's about the students getting a job and a career and that path. And so when you look at it from the student's perspective, which we like to do, it really guides you through the whole process of how to treat the student from enrollment to actually learning, and then the outcomes, and when they graduate, what type of jobs they're going to get. So we look at it from the student perspective and from our kind of bigger picture approach, if that makes sense.
Right, and of course so connected to the employers and the industry partners and the provincial governments that are sort of defining what the workforce needs are. And you've got an ability to respond to that.
Yeah, and so that's kind of at Gates through the pandemic. Again, we're heavily in PSW, and we really liked joining on with long-term cares and different things like that to build those partnerships kind of for the long term for our college, but more so for those students.
Yeah.
And so we really like taking that approach of working with the industry partners and going that way. So it's kind of something that with Trillium we also matched well with, I guess.
Right.
So yeah.
Sounds like it's a good merger.
Yeah, it's been great so far.
Great. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for your perspective on things.
Awesome. Thank you very much.